Let's see. I wonder if we're live. Are we live? Let me know if we are. Let me know if you are. If we are. Maybe not. Maybe not yet. Or? Oh, looks like we are live. Yes, Ray. We are. Wonderful. Yes. Wonderful. We are live. We're in Kawasaki. Those of you who are long-time viewers of my channel should recognize this place. Tokyo is over there. The high-rises there are Tamagawa. We are of course on the Kawasaki side, and I'm about to go on a little walk through the local streets and neighborhoods here. Good to be walking again. It's been a while. This April has been insanely busy for me, probably in terms of work. Oh, and for some reason the gimbal feels a little bit off. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's been probably one of the busiest weeks in my life, busiest months in my life. I've had several commercial projects going on. I was away several times, traveled a bit in Japan, and of course also a lot of other photo shoots. So yeah, busy month, but finally I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I still have a bit of editing to do, a video which I'm working on today and tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, but the weather is lovely today, so I felt I had to go on a little walk. And yeah, close to Tamagawa. Actually, sorry, let me just restart my gimbal because it's somehow it feels very strange today. I don't know if you can tell it. Is it a bit jumpy? More wobbly than usual? I feel that it's not very stable. Let me try and restart this. Hopefully without any face reveal, maybe some pants reveal and shoes reveal. That's okay. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully it's gonna be a bit better now. Maybe not. Oh well. So yeah, it's been very busy, but from next week things looks much better for me. Or I mean, being busy is good too, but it's gonna be nice to have a bit more time to stream, especially now, like before the hot summer begins. Right now it's really comfortable here in Tokyo. It's not humid, it's sunny. It's right now 22 degrees. Hello, spaghetti meatballs. Those of you who are familiar with my channel, is it more wobbly than usual today? Like the gimbal feels really, like it feels like it's not really stabilizing the image as much as it used to. Maybe it's just me who have forgotten what it used to be like, since I haven't streamed so much recently. It feels like it's much more up and down motion than usual. Maybe now it's better. Maybe it's more stable now. Yes, seems wobbly. Yeah, right? But maybe better now. From here it gets stuck, the transmission a little. Okay. Well, that was also a problem we had a few weeks ago. Much more technical issues than usual. Let me know if it's working. Here at my end it all looks fine. It says that I have a strong connection as I can, and it's streaming with full bandwidth. Cherry blossom season is definitely over. These are all cherry blossom trees down here, but as you can see, they're not in bloom. I can drink some alcohol, then the wobbly look will be immersive. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that. I haven't done this walk in a really long time. Probably over a year since last time. I really wonder if this is just someone's private home. I think it is. It's a very nice home. Brandon, Justin is here, right? You were requesting this walk many times. Hope you're happy to see it. Very traditional home, yeah. I mean, never jonks. Nah. Hopefully no jonksing today. But yeah, this is pretty much the best time of the year. I mean, I also like autumn a lot, but yeah, these couple of weeks, like after cherry blossom season but before rainy season, are also very, very pleasant in Japan. But in another couple of weeks, yeah, rainy season will be upon us, and that's not my favorite, but it's still better than hot and humid season, which comes right after. Looks so quiet, yeah. A very common question on this channel, because I usually walk in residential areas, and those are pretty quiet on weekdays when everybody is at work. Ah, Jenny's here. Great. Yeah, but that's pretty good. I mean, I announced this walk less than half an hour ago, so you were pretty quick this time. You managed to join. I just started 10 minutes ago, so photo shoot business during the cherry blossom season? Asked Brandon. It was good. It was good. I was very busy, and so was my wife. So yeah, we are quite happy. Managed to get a bit of money so that we can enjoy a couple of months off in the summer when we go to Sweden. So no complaints. No complaints. Wow, Brad, thank you. Wow, super generous of you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. That's a good motivation. Let's see. Maybe I can make a little extra long walk today. That's a thank you for this, for your generous support. We'll see how far I can go because it's pretty warm. I need to take some breaks, that's for sure. Stay hydrated. Maybe grab lunch at some point as well. And after lunch, maybe a beer. Who knows? Who knows? The business went well. Yeah. And also those commercial jobs I did last month were pretty exciting. I can't really share too much details about it, but pretty good stuff, and hopefully more jobs like that will come in the coming months. That would be great. Justin says maybe we can find a train line to walk today. Well, that would be nice, but the only train line around here is the Nambu line, and I'm nowhere near the start or the end of that line. So, but I'm really hoping to start a train line walk next week. That's my ambition. So let's head up this little hill. Probably you will be able to tell how poor my stamina is once I get started to walk up the slopes here. This is pretty steep, and I haven't been working out since coming to Japan, so pretty bad. And also I haven't been walking as much as I used to. Which part of Kawasaki is this place? So the nearest station would be Tsudayama on the JR Nambu line. We're pretty close to Mizonokuchi as well. So we're kind of in the, like, Kawasaki is a very oblong city. And we're kind of somewhere in the middle, or maybe a little bit more towards the west, actually. Sorry, Justin. I know the wait must be very stressful for you. But how much weight can you bench? Oh, I don't know. I never tried. Being strong in that sense has never been a goal of mine. So I don't know. But yeah, I can definitely feel like when it's been, like, I think in April I only did 2 live streams in total, plus this one. And that's also kind of quite representative of how little I've been walking, and I can definitely feel that. So, yeah. walking uphill in the midday sun is not too pleasant. It smells so nice. All the flowers are in bloom now. I have a strange feeling that you've been here before, and I watched that stream a while back. Yes, this is one of my frequent walks. Probably done this at least 10 times before on my channel. So anyone who has watched me for a while should recognize these areas. Some of you might even remember that we have a pretty nice viewpoint coming up very soon, where we can sometimes see Tokyo Tower and Tokyo Skytree from over here. Let's see how clear the air is today. It is a bit hazy, but I think, let me zoom in a little bit here. There we go. That's Tokyo over there. Can you see Tokyo Tower? I can. And I think the tallest building to the left of Tokyo Tower, that should be Azabudai Hills, the relatively new high-rise. Yeah, heavy breathing already. Like I said, my stamina is not great. Not great. But hopefully I can start walking a little bit more soon. And that should maybe improve things. We are close to 100 viewers. That's pretty good. What's my heart rate? Let's see. My heart rate right now. Let's see. It takes a while. 109. 109. Yellow sand is not really that. Yeah. So let's head down here. It's been a long time since I've seen you on a live walk. Yeah, I haven't been. And before that, I was in Sweden for 8 months. So. From top of those stairs. Yeah, it's nice. I also like it. Both directions. Just being up high and seeing like a long distance is always very exciting, no matter where you are in the Tokyo region, because you kind of get a feeling for how incredibly huge this city is when you see it from above, and there's no end to the houses. This playground is not so sad. What do you think? Just past 100 viewers. Nice. Justin says that there's something about these Kawasaki walks that's just nostalgic. I don't know if that's the right word, but my point still stands. Yeah, I think so. I mean, some of you might remember all those walks I did here when I was like testing different cell phone providers and different phones to figure out which gave me the most stable connection. How would I rate that park? So on my popular playground sadness level scale, where 5 is ultimate sadness and 1 is not sad at all, I would probably give that one a 2. I don't think it was particularly sad, and there was plenty of greenery, so yeah, still room for improvement. Could be some more trees, could be some nicer like playground equipment, but overall a pretty nice playground for being one of those tiny little residential neighborhood playgrounds that we have so many of here in Japan. Port City, question mark. That's a bit vague. Kawasaki sits at the mouth of Tokyo Bay, so there is a pretty big port, I believe, and also a huge industrial zone next to the water, but we're pretty far from there. So now we're not close to any port. So we actually have Kodomo no Hi, Children's Day, coming up in Japan soon. That's why you see all these koi streamers in a lot of parks and at the rivers. I'll go down here and hopefully we can get a better view of it. So, koinobori. Streamers than nuisance streamers. Yeah, I think so. Far better, far better. So yeah, this is also a pretty classic view that should look familiar to you. If you watch my channel for some time, you'll probably have quite a few thumbnails using this exact view here. I will take a few photos right now as well, maybe use it for this stream too. Where do I go from here? I don't want to follow this road, even though it's not huge, but it has quite a lot of traffic. I think I'll go down here and then turn right. they got all those across the stream. Yeah, a good question, Ray. Or whoever asked it. I don't know. I don't know the answer. I don't know how you do that. I think we can. I think we can. It's getting a bit windy. Huh. That's a bit annoying. The wind noise is not taking over the stream. Was close. Yes, Marcello. It was kind of close. I did the famous T-dash. One of my trademark moves on this channel that no other streamers are allowed to use. Don't give us a heart, I thought. Was it that bad? Ah, come on. Come on. I had a few seconds to spare. Plenty of margin there. Here's a shop that sells super cheap hanko and business cards. That's what the sign says. And they can make it quick as well. Any of you come to Japan and ever find you need some business cards or maybe a hanko, then perhaps this place might be worth remembering. I'm quite warm. I think it's time for a little drink break in the relatively near future. Have I used it? No, I've never used that shop. I've never used it. Where I can walk that gives me a little bit of shade, but since it's the middle of the day there's hardly any shade anywhere, so maybe I'll just head into this forest park, which is a little bit further down this way, to get a little bit of escape from the harsh sunlight. Isn't Japan supposed to be phasing out the use of hanko? Well, there was a push for that a couple of years ago, but I haven't really heard more about it, and I think it's still pretty commonplace. Japan, change in Japan can be pretty slow. Ah, Jenny, thank you. Beer o'clock funds, thank you. Yeah, a beer would be nice, but I would have to eat lunch first. At least it looks like if we cross here we get a tiny bit of shade, so probably better to walk on that side of the street. I'll do that. Marcella, you have a hanko. Mr. from the shop are horrifying because my name is written with 3 kanjis, so it didn't fit the usual hanko. I see. Yeah, must be a bit of a challenge if you have a very unusual name. Oh, look at this very old map, neighborhood map. I'm such a sucker for these kind of things. Handwritten. Trying to take a photo of it, but yes, these bars are kind of blocking the best angle. There we go. Yeah, I have a hanko, of course, but honestly not used it that much. Like I heard so many horror stories about people moving to Japan, like how they had to use a hanko and how difficult it was before they got the hanko and whatnot, but I haven't really experienced that. I don't think I've been in any situation where a hanko has been like mandatory. Usually it's also fine with just a regular signature. Might be. Drinks break. Yeah, maybe. Some sort of break relatively soon could be probably not a bad idea. I wonder, have I ever walked up these stairs to that temple or shrine? I don't think I have, but it looks very, very tempting. Let's go up there and check it out. Been up here, right? No memory of checking off this place, so let's do it. Yes, Jenny is always very kind and supportive, for sure. She's one of the long-term supporters of this channel from the early days, the very, very early days, even before live streaming and talking on the videos days. Just don't overdo yourself with stairs. Yeah, I probably need to sit down for 15 minutes after this. Is it a... I wonder if it's just a dead end. Looks like it. So it's like a shrine attached to a regular house. There is a little pathway here. But it looks pretty overgrown. I'm actually not sure if I want to venture up here. So yeah, I think we just have to go down again. So yeah, the gimbal is really weird today. So in order to get rid of that jumpiness we had in the beginning of the stream, I had to switch modes. So now I'm in a mode where it doesn't do any up or down adjustments at all. I have to do those manually with the joystick, which is also very awkward because I'm not used to it, but I hope it's okay. Yeah, it's always difficult to make a kanji version of a Western name. Some names are easier than others. Some names, like my name, actually gave me like a ton of different options of kanji that could be read the same way as my name is. But yeah, I remember some Japanese friends of mine helped me with that when I was fresh off the boat. I think the one we agreed for literally means like colorful guy, which I thought was kind of a pretty appropriate name for the 25-year-old version of myself. I think I was a bit more colorful back then. Right now, the craft cola. I wonder if you remember it. It's a pretty rare drink. Most vending machines doesn't have it, but it's actually, I'm not a cola kind of person, but I really like that craft cola. That would be perfect for a day like today. But I'm really not sure if we will find it. Oh, here's another little... This is a temple maybe. Let's check it out as well. There's actually a lot of shrines and temples around here. Oh, this one is a little bit nicer than the previous one. Wind noise really picked up. Oh really? I didn't notice it as being that strong, but this is kind of nice photo. This car. Wonder, it looks like we can actually go in here. Looks like a Hindu shrine, yeah, maybe. number of viewers is slowly increasing. Now we're at 150. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying this little temple explorer session. It's very nice here. Consider doing a members only stream talking about photography. Yeah, maybe. Not sure if my members are that interested in photography, but if you are, please let me know. It would be fun to do something that's a bit more photography themed, especially now. Like I'm always bringing a camera on my walks these days. So today it's the small but nice little Ricoh GR. Really like this camera. Okay, let's continue this adventure. Is the stream stable and good today? Like, have there been any technical issues? I'm still kind of scratching my head after that stream we had a couple of weeks ago when everybody was like complaining and the stream seemed to be cutting off for a lot of viewers, even though everything looked good here at my end. And sometimes also on this stream I noticed that the number of viewers suddenly drops by quite a significant number, and that usually happens when there are some technical glitches. Oh, hello Olive. Good to see you here. Thanks for joining. I wonder if I can, instead of walking next to this big-ish road, just take a side street. Okay, so maybe it's for everybody else that there are technical issues. Then at least I should be able to relax, because then there's nothing I can do about it. But right now the signal is actually pretty weak. I can see that from here. Hopefully it will come back soon. Maybe my phone is about to get a heat stroke. Let's see, I want to walk on a smaller street. Let me look at the map here. The thing with these kind of streets, is that they're very often just dead ends. And that one was a dead end. So my battery is getting really bad. Right now I've only streamed for 50 minutes but I'm already at just 60% battery. So I started with 100% fully charged phone. I really think it's time for me to replace the battery in this iPhone, but so when it drops, so when battery health drops below 80%, then I will get a free battery replacement since I have Apple Care. But it's still like 84%, so I have to kind of like wait a little bit longer. Shade. It's hot there right now. Well, it's 22 degrees right now, which, considering what's coming, is not particularly hot, but my body hasn't really adjusted to warm weather yet, so I'm sweating a lot. And especially walking in direct sunlight is not super pleasant. Yeah, it's a bit annoying to have to wait for the battery to drain. But then I plan to cancel my Apple Care subscription. But I want to get that free battery replacement so that I at least get something out of it. Jari Hurto. That's a pretty nice name. I like it. Finally reached that forest park where I want to get a bit of greenery recharge. Brandon says, your live stream has subtitles. I rarely see them on other people's streams. Did you set up any special subtitle setting? Yeah, so when I create the stream, I usually do that from my laptop when I can. And then there's actually an option to enable it, but it needs to be manually switched on every time. I usually try to do that because I think it's nice to have, and I also think that if they are enabled, people should be able to get them auto-translated as well. But yeah, I need to manually switch them on for each stream, and sometimes I forget to, and I'm pretty sure that many other streamers don't care. Do I want the iPhone 16 Pro? Not really. To be honest, my iPhone is mostly like just a work tool. My personal phone is the Galaxy S23 Ultra, which I prefer. And I don't really see that getting the iPhone 16 would improve anything with regards to my streams. Maybe iPhone 17, who knows? I've had this one for, well, it will be 3 years this fall. So I think it is kind of time to upgrade maybe soon, but yeah, I want the upgrade to be somewhat meaningful. Oh, the subtitles are quite amusing in their inaccuracies. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Create is such a weird name for a drugstore. Sounds like it should be like a stationery shop or art shop or something. Like art supplies. For a drugstore? Create what? Wellness? If you do stay with Apple, will you get Apple Care subscription again? I think so. I mean, it is overpriced and I haven't really gotten any use of it, but at the same time I can write it off on my business and it's not really a big deal. Might be good. Like, I mean, when I do stream, I don't have my phone in a case or anything, so in case it would get like knocked off from the gimbal or something, yeah, might be good to have it for that extra peace of mind. Look at this little rice vending machine corner. That's cute. You don't see these in central Tokyo. Justin asks, how's Mini Bean? Has she already forgotten Swedish? No, she still speaks Swedish. No craft cola. I try to speak Swedish with her at all times, and whenever she replies to me in Japanese, I tell her that she needs to speak Swedish to me. So yeah, it's still okay. And I mean, we're going back there in just a little over 2 months now. Is it May? Yeah, 2.5 months. Then we will be there for almost 2 months. So I think that will give her a good boost as well. So I feel pretty confident that the time we spent in Sweden really made her like bilingual. And as long as I can keep it up, I keep speaking Swedish with her, I don't think she will forget it. But without my help, yeah. Then, because I noticed that when I come pick her up from daycare, for example, then he just speaks Japanese with me. So, here's the forest park. Nice. Okay, let's go in here. Let's maybe get, there's a 7-Eleven down here. Let's get a drink and maybe a little lunch. And then I'll have a little break here. And not sure if that will be the end of the stream or if I will continue after that. We'll see. Here's an eel restaurant. Looks very tempting. Looks like it could be super good. Eel is very delicious. Swedish is on par with her English, or vice versa. No, her her Swedish is definitely better than her English. She doesn't really speak English. She knows a few words and phrases, and she understands some of it, but she doesn't really speak English. Okay, so let's get some sort of combini lunch here, because I'm hungry. Combini lunch. I've got a sandwich, some sushi rolls, and a drink. Pretty humble lunch. Oh, and I got a super chat. Thank you, Tarutaro. Spaghetti meatballs, craft cola. Yeah, too bad we didn't find one. Receipt kudasai as usual. Yeah, I don't really need receipts. I don't know if this would qualify as a business lunch since I'm doing it on stream, but I don't think I should test the limits of the Japanese tax authorities. Correctly, there's actually a vending machine selling kind of freshly ground coffee here. Or am I imagining things? I don't remember. Oh, there's an ice cream vending machine. Ah, yes. Here's a coffee vending machine. I might get one of those after finishing my lunch. But first, let's lunch. munch on lunch. Of course, I forgot my little mini tripod, which is very helpful in these kind of situations. But yeah, I'll just have to have lunch one-handed. This park is lovely. I've been here with my daughter a couple of times. She likes it. She can catch bugs, and there's a little river or stream where she can play. Subtitles show up before T speaks, probably because there's a delay from the video, and during that delay that's when the processing happens. Where is this in Kawasaki? So this place is called Higashi Takane Shinrin Koen, Higashi Takane Forest Park. It's in, I don't remember which ku, but we're kind of in this middle of Kawasaki, pretty far from Kawasaki Station. We're probably closer to Shibuya than Kawasaki Station. More stairs, maybe after lunch. Let's see if we can find a place where I can sit in the shade and have my lunch. But yeah, this park is very nice. You want me to give you the lottery numbers? I see. Maybe we can make that happen somehow. I wonder, are there seats in this little huts here? Could be a nice place to sit. Signal holding up here. So it's on the number line. Yeah, that's right. It's on the number line. I do think that sometimes, not the first time I'm streaming from here, and sometimes signal is not holding up very well. Once I get too far inside, maybe I should try to stop somewhere around here for my little lunch break. It's surprisingly crowded today. I guess a lot of kids are here with their daycare, preschool. Oh, and this, my daughter would love this. It's what's called stamp rally in Japanese. It's like where they have, you get a little booklet and then you have like stamps like this all throughout the park, and you're supposed to find all of them. She's really getting into that for now. Oh. Struggling to find a place to sit. There's people everywhere and I feel too awkward to be too close to people sitting down while streaming and eating. It's so nice here. I don't think I've been since coming back to Japan. Probably not. It's not a bridge you want to cross after a few beers. Yeah. Yeah, my daughter loves like looking for bugs and small fish and animals here in this little stream. Oh, hello there, ducky. Yeah, where's the introvert benches when you need them? That's a very relevant question. Main quest, find a spot. Side quest, have lunch. Yeah, it has to be in the shade. I cannot sit in the sun when it's this sunny. Maybe I can just sit on this little rock. That's quite introverted and it's flat and quite inviting. And we can have a, watch these ducks as I have my lunch. What do you think about that? Does that work? It works for me if it works for you. There we go. First, let's hydrate. One-handed, that is. Yes. Okay, it's open. Let's see how many viewers we lose during my lunch break. Probably a lot. Green dakara. This is actually one of my favorite drinks. I like this one. It's kind of like Pocari Sweat, but with a bit more fruity flavor, and it's supposed to, you know, replenish your hydration and salt and minerals, and good to prevent heat stroke basically. Let's start with this one. Mustard chicken sandwich. Oh, why did I forget my tripod? Opening these things. So I guess I need to buy the new gimbal that has the built-in tripod so I can never forget it anymore. Because doing these things one-handed are such a pain. Even though this one was relatively easy. I did manage to open it. Itadakimasu. Temperature in Tokyo is 22 degrees right now. I guess I annoyed the ducks. They're leaving me. This sandwich is pretty good. 娘はね、もうちょっとと5歳になります。That was good. I need to recharge with a bit of energy. Finished the sandwich now. Are these momiji? No. These aren't. Apparently there are some carps in the park. That's what the kids are yelling, excited. What's the kanji for what Toshi-san called me? No, he wasn't calling me anything. He asked how old my daughter is. Let me see, what else are you guys saying? It's easier to read the chat on my second phone. He said something, son. Yeah, Musume-san. Daughter. Okay, let's see if I can also not to drop my dakara in the stream, which almost happened, but I managed to save it. Thank you. So let's see if I can open my other sushi roll, because that sandwich was pretty small. Not enough to give a grown man like myself enough energy to continue. Love the sound of the water. Yeah, it's nice. I'm sorry I'm ruining it now with the sound of opening a box of sushi rolls that's inside a plastic bag. With one hand, it's a bit challenging, but I managed to get it done. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So here's second part of my kombini lunch. This is actually new. I haven't seen these before with sesame on them. But these kombini sushi rolls have been a bit of a favorite of mine since coming to Japan 15 years ago. Do you prefer tree view or river view or old man with a camera view? It's good, yeah. I mean, the sushi rolls are good. I mean, nothing too special, but one of my favorite kombini items, I have to say. Do I publish my photos? So I do have a wallpaper gallery, which is shared with my Patreon supporters and members, but I haven't really updated that in a long time. Other than that, I don't really post pictures online much these days. Okay, let's continue watching this photographer. Pink short views. Pink shorts view, yeah. I need to get a pair. The ones with sesame are actually really good. So it's sushi roll with egg, a bit of crab I think, and cucumber and mayonnaise. Very basic. What else is he saying? Do I like wasabi? I do like wasabi. I like wasabi a lot. Actually, so last week I was traveling for work. I was away for 5 days. We were in the Izu Peninsula, which is like to the southwest of Tokyo, about 3 hours by car. And that area is famous for wasabi. So there was one day where we had lunch at a really nice soba restaurant where you got this like freshly grated pure wasabi, and it's so good. I really like wasabi, like proper wasabi. Real wasabi is good stuff. Yeah, I'm very happy with my lunch spot today. That's why I'm actually taking it quite easy. Usually when I do lunch breaks on stream, I tend to just want to finish as quickly as possible and get going, but today it's actually really nice to sit here and just enjoy. It's kind of a little bit cooler, nice in the shade, sound of the water, the leaves, the colors. I love the water reflecting in the leaves over there. Can you see that? Okay, I finished my sushi. I finished my sandwich. Let's see if I can hide all my trash in my little bag so that we can continue this walk. Thomas asked what kind of stuff has made you crazy busy recently. So, first week of April was very busy with photo shoots, or like first half of April was really busy with photo shoots. And then after that I went to Gunma prefecture for a video job. So I stayed there for a couple of nights. shooting a factory. And then I was home just for a few days. And then I went to this trip in Izu. So I was away all of last week as well. Left on Monday morning, came back Friday evening. That was a big photography assignment for a very big client. Unfortunately, I can't tell you more than that, but it was very good. It went well. It was enjoyable. Yeah. So April has been busy, but in a good way. Like not too busy, or maybe borderline too busy actually, but like mostly fun jobs. And yeah, I'm glad that April is over tomorrow. I'm glad that things are calming down a little bit, but yeah, since mid-March until now has been probably the busiest time of the year. It usually is. There's another little peak in the autumn, like October, November maybe, but it's usually not as hectic as this time of the year. Anyway, let's go. Let's continue. So question is where I should go now. Oh, that was good. I really needed a recharge with some food and drinks, a little bit of rest in the shade. This is a very nice scene with these two red trees over there. Just snap a few photos here. Yeah, so it's been very busy in a good way, but now I'm looking forward to having a few slightly more quiet months where I can hopefully focus a little bit more on this channel. And did I prank my photo shoot customers on April 1st? No, I did not. Did I even have a photo shoot on April 1st? Let me check. I probably did. I have one photo shoot now on Friday and another one on Monday, so it's not completely dead. And no, I didn't have any photo shoots on April 1st. In the Philippines interested in collaborating with me. Let's see what comes out of that. My second channel ever gets some love. Which is my second channel? I have so many channels now, but most likely the answer is no. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I have my Swedish channel. I have the Tokyo Explorer 2 channel, which only has 2 videos. I should probably clean up a little bit. Let's see what else are you saying. What types of jobs are your least fun? So let's walk down here. The signal sometimes doesn't survive this. We'll see how it goes today. Battery's down to 30% now, by the way. So my least favorite jobs. So working with families, which I do a lot, is kind of very hit and miss. And it's kind of almost impossible to know beforehand. Like with some families it goes really well and we really vibe together and we have a great time. But then from time to time I have families that are just very difficult. Very, very difficult to work with. And the chemistry doesn't work. And those kind of shoots are obviously not something I enjoy. Looks like they haven't fixed the cell phone coverage here. Hope the stream is still. Yeah, it's jumping a lot. I'm not sure if you can hear me. Audio is dropping out as well. Yeah. Let's see if it's better now. I actually switched on tethering on my other phone, which seems to have better signal than my iPhone. So hopefully we are live again. Looks like we're live again. Yeah, I switched to my other phone, or like from my Samsung. I'm sharing the internet connection, which might actually work better. It should get better soon. There's a set of stairs over there. Once I get up there, I think signal will be back properly. I need to remember that because this wooden walkway is so nice. I really love this walk, but I do remember now that last time I tried it, same thing happened. Signal died. Would be a nice 4K walk. Yeah. I should make one maybe. Is it finally stable again? I hope so. Maybe it's for design. That way you have to focus on the walk and ditch the phone. Yeah, probably it might be the world trying to tell me something. there's some really nice komorebi here. Look at this. Beautiful. So annoying though that I have to manually tilt up and down. Hopefully we're still live. Looks like we are. It's really borderline. I'm getting mixed messages here. Like my other phone keeps like leaving the stream. But I think that once we get up here, it should be better, because this area is kind of like in a valley, and it's a park. Probably not the highest priority for the provider to give a stable signal. Yeah, I should do a 4K recording there. Point taken. And more stairs, yes. I'm getting a pretty good workout today, that's for sure. Yeah, this place is not sad at all. I come here with my daughter from time to time. It's about a 20-minute bike ride maybe from our place, but it's very nice. Plenty of things for her to see and do here in this park. Could get a stable signal inside the stable. Yeah, that's probably true. Maybe I should do all my streams from stables from now on to ensure that the signal is stable enough. So let's cross here. The battery is really low now, only 20%. So it went from 0 to 20% in 1 hour and 40 minutes. That's bad. That's really bad. It used to last like at least 3 hours on a full charge, but like I said, it's time to replace this battery soon. Stable Explorer. Keep reinventing this channel, aren't we? Have you ever thought about getting a pylon over the shoulder? No. Mount a GoPro on it? No, because I think I really dislike that kind of look. I don't think it's enjoyable to watch. I want to be able to compose the image freely by hand and focus on the things that I think look interesting. By just having like a fisheye GoPro lens capturing everything, I can't really share with you what I find interesting, like for example the shadows falling on these metal boards here. So no, I know a lot of streamers do that, but to me that's completely, yeah, I'm not interested at all. To me, and actually a lot of people have complimented it throughout the years that I've been streaming that they like how, you know, I compose my images in certain moments. Like for example, when I cross a street, I like to kind of look down the street to the side and those kind of things. And that's also makes it more enjoyable for me, because then it's like, as a photographer, I always get to kind of look for the interesting composition, as opposed to just, you know, yeah, not caring at all. So that's my take. Hours on full charge from my iPhone 15 Pro Max. Really? Sounds a bit low. I used to be able to get 3 hours on this phone, but it's, I mean, there are so many factors to it. It depends on if you use like 4G, 5G, what frequencies the network use. Some frequencies are more power hungry than others, for example. So, but yeah. If I remember correctly, there's quite a nice view coming up here. Yeah. Doing now is to kind of locate my nearest train station and start heading towards it, because my battery will not last for much longer. Nice view. Might also be able to see Mount Fuji somewhere around here, if the weather is a bit clearer. Not today, but it's a pretty nice panorama. So Tokyo is like down here on this side. That's Tokyo over there. You can actually see, I think that's the Shinjuku high-rise buildings. Yeah, it is. We see them just over there. That's Shinjuku. This place is expensive. I don't think it's terribly expensive. It's not like, it's not a fancy or popular area. These houses looks a bit expensive to me, but I think they're quite newly built. These are probably not rentals. I think those are for sale. But in general, this train line here, Nambu line, it's not a particularly popular line. Because in order to get to Tokyo from here, you need to change trains. Like the Nambu line doesn't really, I mean, unless you like work in Kawasaki, like Kawasaki Central. But in order to get to like Shibuya or Shinjuku, you need to change trains, which makes this train line here a bit less attractive. personally I'm quite a fan of this kind of area, which gives you a little bit of a small Japanese small town kind of vibe. I think it's quite nice. But usually what most people care about is that they want, you know, their commute to work as being as convenient as possible, and yeah, for a lot of people it would not be so convenient to live here in that sense. I like this flower sticking out of the ground, and then this blue signboard, quite nice. So you see, in order to be able to show you that kind of framing and what captures my eye, for that I need to compose manually. Is it located in the countryside? No, this is not countryside. This is, I mean, this is Kawasaki, which is the fifth largest city in Japan, and we're, yeah, half an hour from Shibuya, and maybe half an hour, 45 minutes from Yokohama. So this is not countryside. Okay, Thomas, thanks for joining. See you next time, hopefully. Battery's down to 50%. It's so exciting. Will we make it to the train station before my battery dies? Okay, Yari, you can watch a little bit more. Good, good. Let's see how far we are from the station. Shukugawara. Okay, 11 minutes. I think we'll make it. We should be able to make it then. And we actually have a little lovely walk coming up to the station. Some of you might remember, but I've been to Shukugawara a couple of times on stream. It's where I once met a snake. Some of you might remember that. It's also actually one of my favorite cherry blossom spots, where me and my family tend to go every year to enjoy the cherry blossoms. It's very much under the radar. No tourists, or actually this year there was a lot of Chinese tourists, but hardly any Westerners coming here. Most of the tourists behave properly in Japan. Oh, they do. 99.9% behave very well. But it's that tiny little percentage. They're the ones who do bad things, which gets captured on camera. post it on social media and giving everybody a bad look, unfortunately. But yeah, most people coming here are nice and behave well, the vast majority. Watching TV while having meals, sometimes I can't hear it because of my own chewing sound. That's what subtitles are for. That's good. Great that you make good use of the subtitles, Bradman. That's why they're there. Oh, here we have a pretty sad park. This park is sad. This, I would say, is 4 out of 5, or maybe not, maybe just a 3 out of 5, but like, I don't know, it just feels sad being like in the shade of this quite ugly residential building, and but it's not too bad, I guess. But also I know that there's a very lovely park just a few hundred meters from here, so if it was me, I would not take my child to play here, because I know that there's something much better nearby. I wonder if we can get through here. So it looks like they're building a new big-ish residential building here. It did have trees, yes. So you have to credit that, I guess. Yeah, the shade is probably nice in the summer. That's a valid point. It's just the Swede in me who automatically thinks that being in the shade is a good thing or a bad thing, but actually, yeah, it's not. You need playgrounds to be in the shade in the summer in Japan. That is true. So we're here at this little lovely river where I once met a snake, and this is also a fantastic cherry blossom spot, but obviously we're a month late for that. Is it hot in Kawasaki? It's still 22 degrees here. Not really hot considering what's coming, but hot enough for me to feel a bit sweaty. Yeah, we came here a few weeks ago for the cherry blossoms. There were quite a lot of, like, then these boardwalks full of people like sitting down, picnicking here, like not annoyingly crowded, but you know, mostly locals, but also quite a few Chinese tourists, including a group of, I'm pretty sure they were Chinese cosplayers. I'm not sure exactly why, if this place actually has appeared in some anime or something, I don't know. Oops. Signal getting bad again. Battery's down to 10%. Uh-oh. But we are pretty close to the station now. Your video kind of stutters. Yeah, signal is getting bad, or I'm not sure if it's maybe my phone switching into some sort of low energy mode because battery is running out. So let's see. Don't get too surprised if the stream just suddenly ends, but hopefully I'll be able to make it to the station, which is just another 5 minutes or so from here. Battery, you can do this. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I don't know if there's any message here. I don't think so. Yeah, I haven't been on a stream where I had to raise the battery like this in a long time. That's true. That's true. And we're just at the 2-hour mark. But we're almost there. See all these bikes? They're parked here because it's close to the station. We're still at 10%, so I think we'll be fine. Nice duck landing. Yeah, he was. He was. So here's the shopping street that leads to the station. Yep, that's the station over there. We made it. So, yeah, I will wrap things up very soon. Thanks everyone who watched today. Extra thanks to those of you who supported by super chatting, especially Brad Ward, who was very generous today. Thank you so much, Brad. Yeah, I hope to be able to stream again soon. Could be as soon as tomorrow, but I'm not promising anything. But if not, then I think at least next week I should have plenty of opportunities to stream. But yeah, we made it to Shukugawara station. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this walk. See you all soon again. Bye bye! Hej då! Auf Wiedersehen und Matane! Tschüss.